The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 13! Undercrunch! 21!
They go play action here on first down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time.
Here we go.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
56.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Tight down. There you go.
First carry for James Conner. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 18-yard line.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. On 2nd down now, it's Conner, and he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
On third down, it's Connor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A big play there for the Niners. Give him 53 yards on the ground. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a first and goal to go at the 7. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Second and goal from inside the 5. That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, it was second and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. This one complete, right side to McDonald. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Complete to Vance McDonald. A gain of 8 yards.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
Black 20. Check 56.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. To return is Taylor. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, a run with Breida. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here's Breida. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the 41, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips, and this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll run on first down. Connor, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
On second and 11 now. Roethlisberger. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
So the sack, and now a third and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. And he's got Moncrief. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 22-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Chris Boswell now for the extra point.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so second and 2.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. This is Breida, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Wait, 80! That's the pass. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Lock, lock, lock.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. Garoppolo on 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20! Yeah. You don't want none.
Garoppolo again. The quick slant caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. This is intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
56. Here we go.
Pittsburgh.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And McDonald here over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On first down, it's Connor, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger got his man complete over the middle. That's McDonald. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 21. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's McDonald. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Spin. 56, Mike, 56. I got you. Joker.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
56.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Take both of them. Alert. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56.
2nd down and goal. Roethlisberger. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 3 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On first down, here's Breida. And an alley to run. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 57 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Connor, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Now Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
I'm coming after you.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally.
Here we go. 180.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now it's Breida. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Roethlisberger going to get this one to Connor. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Easy. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the screen.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, That could possibly seal this one.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 53. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
First down and goal to go.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Niners 31, Steelers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Roethlisberger will throw. Able to hit his tight end, Grimble. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, I got him.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
He can take on blocks because he's built like a block. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Go ahead.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw is Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for them on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go, here we go. Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right. 3 down, 3 down.
They run with Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a give to Breida. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mark Barrett with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Juju, there's definitely a positive spirit about that man. You know, he was, I know you know this story, but he was asked in training camp by a fan to sign his head next to a tattooed Steelers logo.
And not a piece of paper on his head.
No.
Sign his head.
And then later Juju told reporters he'd give game tickets to that fan if he got it tattooed. Well, he did. And Juju came through with not only game tickets, but season tickets for the fan.
Well, there is a positive spirit about him, as you said. He does give good juju out there, and the fans feel it. In fact, at another practice session, he took part in a gender reveal because the fans asked him, hey, can you come over and help us out with this? He said, sure. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's a boy.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. That's caught. The former USC Trojan, Xavier Grimble. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
All right, now, 230. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Knicker. Give me something. Here we go. Check it out, Reed. Switch.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now Connor, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On the handoff, this is Breida. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Wait, 80! All day, dog.
Garoppolo now. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
Go! At their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Right back to Connor here on first. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Shift.
On second down, it's Connor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Here's Roethlisberger. And he's got Moncrief. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Watch the whip.
They'll run on first down. Connor, and he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Steelers.
On first down, it's Connor, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
10-yard loss on the play. And it's third down. Third and long.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the sack, and now a third and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now it's Roethlisberger. That is caught inside the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you, but the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. On the left side, it's McDonald. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw here, Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett on the tackle. On 2nd down now. It's Connor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Connor. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 38, Roethlisberger. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
At the 8-yard line.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll run here with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. An 8-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Watch the screen.
They run again with Breida. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here we go. 180. Watch the run.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Goodwin able to haul it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here we go. 180. I hope you brought your luck because I'm about to take you to school. Watch 98. 98's the mic. You got nothing to win.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 31 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have. And right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Eric Armstead credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Roethlisberger will throw. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On the run is Connor. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger finds his running back, James Conner. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Check the out. Check the out.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Roethlisberger. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Now Roethlisberger to throw. His pass caught at the 4. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter. You're going. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Roosevelt Nix there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
And the blitz does come. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Push him back. Push him back. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. No chance. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Here we go, here we go. Blue 30. 56. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He's back to throw, and this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger, and he finds McDonald. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 14 yards in a Steeler first. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. He's got a first down past the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Niners take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20! Here we go, D. Here I come, here I come.
On first down, Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Come on, D.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
All right, now, 180. 56, right there, 56.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Roethlisberger to throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
You better bring it.
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Here we go. 180! Get that quarterback! 21.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And some space here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
12. Switch. 6-6, pull it high.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. To throw is Garoppolo. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On first down, it's Connor. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
General West.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll run on first down. Connor, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a second and long.
66.
Roethlisberger will throw. Able to hit his tight end, Grimble. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for third down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. The big fella. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Vance McDonald, 43 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Cameron Hayward, his second sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Like 80. 56 is the mark. Here we go. Here we go.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready? 180.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. From the 41, Roethlisberger, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
First down, Steelers.
On first down, it's Connor, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. From the 17, Roethlisberger, his throw caught at about the 5, and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's out, baby. That's a baby shot.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
180. 59. We own it. We own it.
They'll run on first down. Connor. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the 16-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Got one.
Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Xavier Grimble in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. That'll be taken in the end zone.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about... the 23-yard line.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first.
All right now. Black 80. Check, check, 59. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. Black 80.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Roethlisberger throwing complete to McDonald, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Ben to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait.
And now Garoppolo lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it'll bring up third down.
Here we go. 180. Let's go, D. Big serious.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 22.
Wait.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin. 50 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
11. 22 jet bomber.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Now Roethlisberger looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Target.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the...
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Cameron Hayward bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
I like the play call. Go to the play action, see if you can sneak your tight end out there and find him open in the end zone.
And just defensively, they weren't fooled and able to bat it away. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on third downs, and it's costing them.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
A 32-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start with a give to counter, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Fred Warner in on the tackle.
Everyone go
Second and 9.
56.
On 2nd and 9. Roethlisberger. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's been a long day for you.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Roethlisberger now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw again is Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal drive.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. In there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Stephon Tuitt, make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Now Roethlisberger to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now it's Roethlisberger to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Roethlisberger toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. To throw is Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Day. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 13.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will extend this big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense is struggling. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. The tackle there by Mark Barron. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as they're looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guy?
Oh, now Breida loses it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot, 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Sheldon Day able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. On 2nd and goal, Roethlisberger, and the pressure gets to him again. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
It's 3rd down and goal.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.